They all have their issues, but none
you don't
of them...
really like them until the end anyway, so you don't like become attached to them.
None of them work out their individual issues.
No.
It's just like this turmoil forces them to like
to do a thing
be
they
a
have
family.
to do. Yeah. That's the lesson, guys. I
Is
guess
this
if
a
you have to
fucking-
family.
Is this a Chevy Chase vacation movie?
What movie was bad? Migration.
No.
Action!
It's got that shitty migration.
So we're back in the negative minority.
Well, we don't know the opinions of this one because we got this movie early,
we did.
and we saw it. Illumination's migration. That's not a decision that I think they're like, ready? It rhymes with the studio name, so we're making the movie.
Illumination uses alliteration.
This applies. I'm going to apply the Napoleon effect.
Okay.
It should have been a series. Or the Ruby Gilman effect should have been a series. I would have taken a 10-episode miniseries
Like a
on Peacock.
Series?
Yeah, where it's just like animated in there, like doing the same things that happen in the movie, but then you can like stretch other plots and like do other random things like that they did in this movie. I don't think we should give spoilers.
No,
because
we can skirt the line on that. I'll say this: it's very by the numbers.
Oh, I thought it's Rio.
It's Rio.
It's straight up
it's
Rio.
Reverse Rio.
It's reverse Rio. Yeah.
No, but seriously.
No, it is. It's reverse Rio. So Illumination ripping off a Blue Sky movie
It's pretty funny.
is not a good look.
No, it's like not funny, haha. It's more like funny, sad.
It's funny, sad. Nothing in this movie is very redeemable.
It looks good. It's got that Illumination's dialed in now on making cheap but yet very nice looking movies.
I think we're both on the same consensus that Wish was better than this.
Yeah.
And we
didn't
how
really
we
like
feel.
Wish super a lot.
Yeah.
It wasn't a terrible movie. Either one of these I wouldn't call terrible movies, but I would say this was marketed to be their big step towards emotional movies, which
We're doing
like
a Cars.
Pixar.
We're doing a
Yeah,
Pixar. We're doing a
Pixar.
Finding Nemo.
it's not.
No.
And like Wish was, it's our best. It's 100, and it was a letdown. That's how they're very comparable in that regard.
Okay.
Like they were
They're
sold.
both hyped as the
yeah, we were
studio's
sold
next
things
big
that.
thing. Yeah. And coming off Mario, it's like,
Yeah,
wow.
but see, if you
Mario
really
was
think,
better than this.
it was. But
yeah.
if you think about it, Mario is pretty weak.
Mario is a weak
and,
movie.
and
it
the
only,
IP carried the movie. And we talked about that. Like, it was all right. It wasn't terrible. They didn't mess it up, which is all we were asking for. But really, it was this. It's also an hour and 20 minutes, just like Mario.
Yeah.
It looks really good, just like Mario.
Mhm.
But what? It's ankle deep, substance wise. That's
Yeah.
You don't. There's no emotion in this.
There's nothing to
movie.
reach for. Every next
No.
plot they get to is super predictable. They
It's-
keep introducing characters that are a part of this team of birds you don't give a shit about, like Rio. But Rio, you got like the dog, Tracy Morgan,
Yeah.
right?
Rio's
like
that's
and the two other
classic.
birds
Mhm.
as the rappers or whatever. Like
Yeah, Will.i.am and Jamie Foxx, I think.
Yeah,
were
yeah. It was fun. I didn't know Jamie Foxx. I thought it was another musician / rapper dude.
Okay. Well, I guess
Damn.
technically he is, because Jamie Foxx
Oh.
did have that couple.
Does he?
Albums. Yeah.
What?
Didn't he do?
Migration. So if you're looking forward to seeing it, I would, if you have kids, definitely take them
My
because
daughter's
they will
like,
love this.
Don't talk to me about. I don't care if it's because ducks are her favorite thing. She's like, I don't know if it's bad or
Oh,
not.
okay.
I don't know if it's bad or not. I'm like, you'll probably like
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
But
It is very duck. Him doing like the things with like his feet where he's like, they're all like picking up things and like it's like their hands or whatever.
Right,
their little
but they're
web
weird
feet.
web
Yeah,
feet.
like they also use their wings as hands, so I don't know what's going on.
But then they can't sometimes.
But then they can't
Like when
sometimes.
Uncle whatever his name is stuck. He's like, can you push me? And he's like, he's trying to use his neck to get him. It's like, you just. Can't you just?
I need more duck logic in this movie. Yeah, I need more bird logic.
It just
applied.
suddenly goes bird logic back to human. Now he's a human again, kind of. He's like a human bird until they don't want him to be, and then it's like,
Just why can't we make the same story just with like people? This movie falls apart, and it's in the trailer, and it's the whole point of the movie where they're like, "Why are the other birds going that way?" Okay, well, now you would turn around and maybe go follow the other birds.
yeah, we
right?
should probably stick with the ones that have been doing it.
Maybe we should follow the other birds, or go, "Hey, what's going on? Why are you flying that direction?"
The old a simple conversation would.
Or why not follow the birds in the pond that said, "Hey, we're going to Jamaica, and we're leaving this direction."
Right.
So make sure you know.
Yeah.
And then they go in a different direction. Nobody was like, "Hey, but those birds who said they were going to the thing we're going to went this way." But the movie has to happen,
Yeah, but see,
and they have to end up in New York because it's an Illumination movie. So like, and these aren't spoilers. This is all like, this is the plot of the movie. It's migration.
The trailer shows you the entire movie.
Pretty much.
And almost in order and in spoilers, which is
get,
really like...
Kumail Nanjiani. We get Elizabeth Banks. We get Awkwafina. Keegan-Michael Key
What
shows
they don't
up
show
in this
you, what they
movie.
don't really advertise much is Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito's in this movie.
Which, can maybe stop bringing in Danny DeVito, Keegan-Michael Key, and Awkwafina to save their shitty script? Write a better movie. You can't depend on universally loved people
Haunted
to come
Mansion
in
was
and
good.
Right, but you know what I'm saying, though? That's I feel like studios keep doing that. Just bring it. People like them. Yeah, but should we write a better
don't
movie?
Like Awkwafina, though. People are very adamant about not liking Awkwafina.
The voice is why she's in all the things.
That makes sense. She's in all the cartoons. She's in all the things. She's in the
I
new
think
Kung
she's
Fu Panda
hysterical.
4 trailer. I mean,
yeah.
God. Yeah, so Migration, I think I'm going to give this maybe, I don't want to put it in the 4s, but like...
No, the voice cast saved a lot. Like that, just being clearly enjoying doing the movie. Like saying Keegan-Michael Key, like that, bringing in the people to say it reminded me a lot of Wonka.
The kids were good.
The kids were good.
The little girl was good too.
Mm-hmm.
She was like way over the top, little like sister. You know,
Yeah,
like getting in the way of him talking to the girl like the whole time. Yeah.
Then they do like that.
There
weird,
was a lot of that.
The weird Puss in Boots callback with the eyes and the please and the, but it's like, but you're birds.
Yeah, and your Illumination.
Yeah, you're not. So, yeah, I'm just gonna give it.
I think I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah,
I can't put it in the 4s because that's like I can't even.
No,
like,
it's a pretty movie. If you want to go see your kids will like the way it looks, but man, there is no substance to this movie. That's why I'm hurt because there's just it's not. You're right. It is. It is A to B to C to D to E. We're done.
But we spend too long on the individual
parts.
A and B's. It's like when you get done with A, it's like 20 minutes in this hour 20-minute movie, and it's broken off
an
into
hour
these
and 20
sections.
minutes,
That's why I'm saying episodes.
You're right.
Because they get done with this major thing after 20 minutes, and they're like, okay, bye, see you next
You're
time.
right though.
On to
The
next
worst part
thing.
is for those chunks. They spend each chunk setting up the next chunk.
The next bit.
The beginning of the movie sets up this whole heron bit, and then the second chunk is about the heron
bit.
Sets up the next. Like each thing is just to set up the next thing, just to set up it, not because it is good for the story, but because we've set it up, so now we have to do it.
No spoilers, but Keegan-Michael Key's role in this movie is, while good, it's the most him, like as the. Like bird.
No, I know what you're gonna say. I think,
but the plot point is so like
it doesn't
ham-fisted. We need a reason. They're already going, by the way. But we need a reason. We need a bigger reason and someone to show them the right way. Mm-hmm. When they get to the city, why would they be like, whoa. Why don't we go the other way? Because like this isn't right
We're
at
going
all.
the wrong way.
Yeah. So that's where the movie like kind of falls apart. Like it's just written on that slim basis where it's just like just turn around.
Yeah.
Just turn around.
If you want to go
the
watch
other
like
way.
an animal lost story, then go watch Disney's Homeward Bound from the 90s because it's better than this still.
Rescue Rangers is better than this fucking movie, and that's like the shitty mouse
go hear,
movie.
Charlton Heston and Michael J. Fox and Sally Fields do some animal head voices. I highly recommend watching that instead of this, seriously.
Yeah.
I would give it a 5 also. Yeah. It's passable because it looks good, but Illumination can't lean on the fact that they've got
passable.
It looking good now down. You know what I mean?
No, they need to be able to do originals well too. They can't. You can't ride on Minions.
Not forever.
Forever. This even had a Despicable Me short in front of it. Like, you can't ride on Minions for the rest of your life. You can't ride on Sing for the rest of your life. What is their other thing? They have another one.
Secret
right?
Life of Pets.
Pets. You can't rely on that either.
Yeah, they're literally.
You can't do it.
That's all they're doing now. It's like, well, we found these good ones. We'll just do that. Like, ask Disney how that worked out. Doing the same thing over and over and over, and eventually people don't.
DreamWorks only did Puss in Boots 2 when it was ready to be so different from the first movie. Not
and it's
2 years after.
And it's like a 9.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest animated movies of all time. Yeah.
And then Illumination is like Despicable Me 1, 2, and 3. And then like it keeps getting worse. You know what I mean? And then they're like 2 Minions movies, and like those are okay, but they're not anywhere near the first Despicable Me movie.
No, that's definitely original concept in comparison. I like 3 because Trey Parker's the bad
there's
guy.
like good things in it, but
again,
like comparable to the first one, they like hit it out of the park, and then they're like, let's just ride this.
That's what and now they're connecting the prequels to the
I know,
Despicable
and
Me.
it's like
They're running out of runway.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And
You're
if they
right.
can't get original movies
You got
right,
an
like
issue.
Migration, that has nothing to do with Secret Life of Pets, they couldn't resist. There's even like a cat playing like a piano or doing something, like they couldn't fucking resist.
Yeah,
man.
I'm sure if you guys want to go look up one of the channels that do the breakdowns, like I would guarantee there's.
Oh my god, some dog model or Secret Life of Pets is good. Sing 1 and 2 is good. Secret Life of Pets, Sing 1 and 2. I'd say all the Despicable Me movies and Minions are better than this movie.
Yep.
This is probably Illumination's worst movie.
I think it is.
Like, and it's not a bad movie, but to stack it up against all their others, it's probably
They
the bottom.
should be going the other way by now. By now, they should be putting out Pixar level, DreamWorks level stuff.
Right.
They should be.
Like, Mario was like a good sign. While a mid-tier plot, it was still like, damn, they got the Mario movie.
They understood enough.
Nintendo had enough faith in this studio to go, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Or they forked up enough cash,
Well, they saw Minions and said, do that with the Toad things.
do that. Make the
Do
yeah,
that.
you got it. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. So you know what we thought about it. Go see it for yourself. We kind of got into some spoilers, but nothing that
but
wasn't
not
shown in
really.
the trailer.
Yeah, no.
And it's just kind of a what to expect. But yeah, and I don't want Illumination's worst movie to sound negative because I'm not trying to sound
you guys are
negative
gonna
with
be-
it.
Yeah.
But it again, if we were doing a ranking right now, it'd be the bottom of the list.
For this year, Leo is better. Trolls is better. Wish is better.
Ruby Gillman's better.
He
than
likes
this.
Ruby Gillman better. I'm back and forth on that one.
It's like
but,
either better or like on par.
right, but right there, I mean, that's like 4 or 5 movies right there that are either as good or better than this thing was.
And I know everybody has their opinion, but again, stacking them up against other animated movies and Illumination movies, like it's
not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah, it should. It do better. They do better. That's all. Just that.
Migrate to a place where you can make a better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Mic drop. Like, subscribe. Tell us what you thought. Tell us if you're excited to see the movie. I was excited to see the movie.
Yeah.
I
thought it was
I was
gonna be pretty
looking
good.
forward to it, and then about 15 minutes in, I was like,
This is as
this
good as
isn't
this-
what I wanted.
This is it.
Yeah, this isn't what I expected. Maybe that's why I'm a little less.
Yeah, when Danny DeVito
Hot on it.
comes in like 8 minutes in, is he gonna save the movie? Is he gonna? No, he can't even
Nah.
save the movie. Shit.
Nah, he's just Danny DeVito.
He's just
but,
like
dialed way down.
way down.
because it's a PG movie.
Like he starts off funny,
He
and
was
then
even like Always Sunny-ish in Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, he was.
Because he's like eating shrimp, people are flinging shrimp into his mouth and shit. And this one,
he's
is
like defeated by the
he's
end of
like-
this movie.
He's like,
All right, we'll go to.
I don't like PG Danny DeVito. I'm not a fan. Yeah, because like even in Hercules, he's not this bad. Like,
So I mean, like the first 2 or 3 lines he has, I'm like, okay, all right, and he's like, give me a push and all this. I'm like, and then he
this
just
felt
kinda
like
is
like a Disney Junior thing. Not and like the animation was really good, but like
No,
it
I know,
felt like
but
a Disney
plot-wise,
Junior
it just-
thing. Like, and I hate saying like negative things about it, but
They gave people $90 million to do this.
that's what I mean.
That's why I
like,
get
do
mad.
do better.
For
do
$90
better.
million?
Do better. You need to do better. Illumination. Yeah.
I guess per money, it would be better than Wish per money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you had to base quality of movie plus budget equals which is
Yes.
better, then I
This
think
wins.
this would win on that
Yeah.
regard because it didn't cost $240 million. But that's about it.
But the movie's worse.
That's the win it gets.
There's no songs to like catch on to.
No.
Like the Wish songs like came and went.
You don't care about the
Wonka
characters.
had catchier songs
Yeah, it
than
did.
Wish. Oh my god.
You're right. You don't care about the characters. They don't give you enough time. They don't. They dangle a bunch of threads and then they rip them away, and you don't really care about.
No,
any
you're
of the
supposed to
plot
care by the
points.
end, and it's like, I mean, I guess I do because you're like forcing it down my throat.
But they're all kind of, especially the main bird, the main duck,
Mac.
Mac.
Yeah.
They're all kind of douchey, not likable people, except for the daughter. I mean, she's kind of insufferable too. So they're all kind of like.
They all have their issues, but none
You don't
of
really
them
like them until the end anyway, so you don't like become attached to them.
None of them work out their individual issues.
No.
It's just like this turmoil forces them to like
to do a thing
be
they
a
have
family.
to do. Yeah. That's the lesson, guys. I
Is
guess
this
if
a
you have to
fucking-
family.
Is this a Chevy Chase vacation movie? Is this Vegas
Oh
Vacation?
my god!
They all got to come together to save him at
Because
the
they
end.
have to, not because they want to, but because they have to. Wow, that's a better mic drop.
I hate that my brain made that.
You're right. Oh, that's delicious irony. Okay.
Give me numbers, them sweetie tasty num-nums for Wonka.
So Wonka's all by his lonesome as far as new releases go this week.
Well, there's box office. And there's box office.
But it's not...
But only munching box office.
The opening range the opening range right now is only between 35 and 45, so we'll set the over-under at 40.
I think over.
I'm going to
Way
go
over.
way over.